What is great intimacy?
That's an important topic to discuss. So let's start there. What is great intimacy? I know that each person will have their own definition, but generally speaking, when I look at this question, I think about it from the Tantric and Taoist perspective of really being able to merge with your partner on all the levels of your being: physical, energetic, emotional, mental, spiritual, your vision of your life, the direction you're going in. And when you have this connection at all the levels of your being, there's the ability to trust and surrender to each other. And this is what allows us to experience really profound levels of intimacy. And if we go deeper into the physical intimacy, it has a lot to do with being able to feel that safety, to truly be yourself, to be authentic, and to find that deeper connection within that's beyond just the physical level, but is also at these more subtle levels that the Tantric and Taoist sciences and paths talk about. And that means really being able to know who you are and what you want, what you enjoy, and being able to communicate that, because communication is the key to great intimacy. If you can't share with your partner what it is that turns you on or what kind of activities you like, then you're not going to have that level of connection that we're all striving for, or all hoping for, I should say. So intimacy comes in many forms. It comes in the little things that we do in life, how we talk to each other, how we take care of each other, the way that we put the other person's needs before ours. And if both people are doing that, everybody's needs are met. So intimacy is more than just this idea of physical intimacy. It's the idea of being able to really show your authentic self. And that's scary for a lot of us. I know how difficult that can be, but if we don't show who we truly are, including the things that we often want to hide or are ashamed of or feel are our shadow, if we keep those in the closet, and think about this, if someone says, I love you, how are you going to really trust that? Because they only see part of you, what you have shown them. So intimacy to me is taking off the mask and really seeing the other person as they are, for the light and the not so light, the shadow, the darkness, the things that hold us back. When you get into a deeper relationship, this is when you have an opportunity to see a reflection of who you truly are every day. And that helps you to gain a greater awareness of the things that we often suppress or deny within ourselves. So intimacy is an amazing vehicle for self-expression, self-awareness, and evolution. What do you think?
I agree with you on all of those. And a lot of people also ask, what is a great sex as an intimate expression? And I always say, oh, for me it's simple. Great sex is always between two people who truly, genuinely love each other. That's for me. But also, it's an exchange not just between two bodies, it's an exchange between two souls or every level of being. And that happens when people love each other. And it's not about how often, what position, how big, how wet, how any characteristics, they don't really matter. What matters is this state of merging and union that two people are able to share with each other. And when they able to access that state, then everything is intimate for them. Everything, every expression of their life together or life around them.
And that's a lot of it. It's about state. It's about being present. Because
state.
Oftentimes in a busy schedule or life or challenges that we face with family, school, job, whatever else is in our lives, when we come to that place of intimacy, it's about being present, setting aside all of the other distractions and really being able to focus on the needs of your partner, but also focus on what's happening inside of yourself and what's happening inside of your partner, because it's not just a physical experience, although we often approach it that way. It's so much deeper than that. And we want to emphasize, when we do our work with our clients in relationships, we work with men and women exactly on these topics. We want to emphasize the tools that we can use to get into that state. And, looking at how do we do that quickly and effectively, we can come to our breath. We can come into a state of meditation. And that's really the deeper, profound level of intimacy. It's when this dance between the masculine and feminine becomes a meditation, and it helps you actually go beyond this sense of separation.
Yes.
Great sex is about merging with your partner. So sex, any animal can have sex, but humans can make love, and that's what we are really looking for in our lives, in our relationships, is how do we access that most profound level of loving intimacy. So we do this by coming into this place of dissolving ourselves, dissolving through time and space, and just merging energetically with someone else is one of the greatest gifts that two human beings can experience together.
Yeah. I listened to a talk lately of Esther Perel on passion in the long-term relationships, and she said exactly the same, that any animal can have sex, but humans make love. And what differs love from sex is that humans use imagination, because animals don't have imagination. We don't know that, but it's not been proved. For me, it's even more than imagination. For us, both of us, and we unite on that, is about presence. It's how present you are in your intimacy with each other. And of course, great sex extends to great life. And great life brings you back to great sex.
And it's everything outside the bedroom that is actually the foreplay that leads you into great sex.
Yeah.
You know, how you clean the kitchen for the other person when they're busy doing something else,
That
or how
could be
you
sexy
take
too.
care of each other. You know, the little things that we say and the way that we communicate, this is all leading towards that sense of connection, that sense of being able to feel safe. And that's really our intention, is creating a holistic approach. It's not just what happens in the bedroom, it's what happens in the little moments. It's in the details. And when you get the awareness through presence of the details, then you can be conscious of how you are acting in these small moments that make the big picture. So.
And the great teacher Gurdjieff said that true love is when it's on three levels: mental, spiritual, and physical. Yeah. So when those three merge, that's where great intimacy happens. But we go in our work even deeper. We go to a 7D principle in our coaching, where we see how couples work on all 7 most important levels of existence. And
what are those 7 levels?
And if they, what are those 7 levels?
Wow.
It's
physical, energetic, emotional, mental, spiritual, and
relationships, like how you relate as a couple to the world, as well as life mission.
Yeah.
Where are you going? What is your direction?